Whether the bay's waters are tranquil or rough, you'll always find a spot of calm and warm within the walls of this cozy and room in Gunfallen Bay. Services about... Fuck off. It's alright, it's small. I seem to have sort of decorated it. I don't know what these things are, but I own a bunch of them. And I think they look like orange juice, but I have a feeling they're not actually orange juice. But I like to put them in the rooms because I think they look like drinks. This must have come with it. Yes, it did. Let's see what it looks like around here. Let's check out the neighborhood of High Isle, the largest island in the Sisters Archipelago. High Isle serves as the center of politics and commerce for the island chain, predominantly from the port city of Gonfalon Bay and the Duford shipyards. Means nothing to me. I think this is like Land of the card game, though. There's a card game in this game that you have to log into the game to play. Unlike, remember when WoW had a card game? The fuck was that called? And you just use like your Blizzard client or whatever the fuck it was to play it. Look at this guy. Can you imagine trying to play a weird sort of sitar with a bow? This is what it would look like. I love that they have this crap in here. This giggles me. This giggles me a little bit. Good song, bro. Nobody seems to be listening though. That's the life of a musician though, right? You just make your art, nobody gives a shit, and then someone finds it, probably after you're dead and you can't benefit from it anymore, and then they worship it and shit. I want a massive fireplace that I can walk into IRL. Like, I'm not gonna walk into it, but I want one. I've been toying around with the idea of building a fake fireplace in my basement. And, you know, I'll fireproof it and shit just so that I can put an ass load of candles in it. And I don't have to get a permit, and I don't have to call an engineer, and I don't have to tell whoever the fuck is in charge of the land that I live on. Dane, are you in charge? No, even when you own, you're still not in charge, because there's still somebody who's gonna get a cut of it. And to a point, it makes sense. You know, you pay your property taxes, because you're paying for whatever utilities you have hooked up. The fact that there's a road that goes to your home, that some city worker from some town nearby in your district is going to come and plow the way for. That's fair. But no, you never just have stuff. This place is, yeah, this is this is like where all the card players are. I still haven't figured out Tales of Tribute because again, it wants me to read. I don't want to do that. It's not really my thing. But, Dane, how can it not be your thing? You write books. Okay, stories, yes. Instructions, no. No. That's not my thing, man. Instructions are the backup for when you can't figure it out yourself.
They know it's precious.
That's fucking cool, whatever that is. What are you guys talking about?
The ships.
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for.
Oh, this is like
Lord
scripted
Bacaro.
shit.
You there. Might we speak?
See, they do that all the time. You there. Nice and, I mean, it's kind of cool. We got homeless people even in video games. It's spreading. Terrible, terrible, terrible. See, this is cool. Like, the environments and shit in this game are just... Maybe I don't get out very much, but I think they're really impressive. Oh, I never even noticed that out there. Like, the artists that must work on this are just... fucking amazing. I mean, yeah, some of it they would have taken from the because it's ZeniMax, right? Would have taken from like Bethesda artists who worked on like the OG Elder Scrolls games, right? But just like even just the asset creation, I think it really is. Like, look at this fucking water. This game is 10 years old. I'm playing on just, okay, I know it's not a base PS4, but it's not a Pro. It's that like slim one in the middle. Like, this is fantastic. Like, Dane, for kids who started playing games when graphics started to look pretty realistic, I wonder, I mean, what is that like? So, like, I mean, I came into video games, like, the SNES was out, probably one of the first ones I encountered. I was too young to be playing it, but, you know, like, my cousins had it and shit. What are you? I never imagined things would look like this. Dan, you think that's impressive? I know. But like, how much more hardcore can we get? It's just fucking amazing. Anyway, props to fucking ZeniMax. Like, I mean, look at what their staff created. It's gorgeous. And you know what? Like, Bethesda games are buggy, right? I really haven't had too much, really any problems at all with this. I think probably about on par or possibly better than the kind of bullshit I'd run into in World of Warcraft. Like, look at this. Somebody programmed that. And I don't know if he's actually stuck, but I'll kill him. Because I'll end his suffering. That's fucking cool. Somebody painted that little window. Anyway, let's go back to our housing. We will move on from the apartments to the small houses. Alright, let's look at the smaller houses. This is the Black Vine Villa in Malabar Tor staple home, but it is like small, right? So unfurnished, 54,000 gold. Oh, 2,300 crowns, but furnished is what we care about because I like to see. See, this is I feel like this is another good option after the Autumn's Gate because you get a little yard. You know, you get a little yard. You can get a little creative with that. Get some plants. And then you get the actual house. Let's see what it looked like. See, it's not bad. You could do stuff with this. I feel like decorating around these protrusions is kind of a pain in the ass. I like this carpet. Get you a bear. I need a broom. Have yourself a little study. That is not a cooking station, but you get a fireplace. Again, getting fireplace is a pain in the ass. This is not bad. I like that chair. See, like, you could live in this for a while. This would do the job. How much do you even got space for a bar? What more do you want? Box of peaches. And these things. I don't think I know how to make all these. That's all high elf. So, snooty falutin elfer sauces. Now, I don't own this, so I guess I can't really show you what the neighborhood looks like, but before I go and buy these, we gotta capture them so that we know what they look like before I apply my insane tastes to them and they get ruined. What's next on the list? I think they're all in the store other than the apartments, but I could be wrong. So that's the Black Vine Villa. Captain Margot's place. Let's see what that looks like. Yes, I am about to go there. I like that they let you wander around in them. Like that big orc one, the Pariah's Pinnacle. Because if you go onto the ESA website, they have like a showcase and they'll sort of show you what they're going to put on sale for the month, it seems like. And that's handy and all. So I knew it was coming and I was like, oh, from just like the pictures, I was like, I probably want that. That kicks ass. But then when I actually walked through it, and if you can't access it through the store, you can get to it through the map directly. Like just walk up to it in the world. And I was like, actually, no. Alright, this is cool. It has a candle. That's, I guess, this is it bare. It does not have a yard. Let's see what it looks like furnished. Oh, that's okay. I guess you would sleep next to the fire, wouldn't you? Breton. That's just another type of big human, isn't it? See, I can't do this. I can't decorate with shit on an angle. It just, like, doesn't jive with my brain sauce. But this is cute, right? Like, you could be hanging here. That's not bad. Give you some ideas, even if you don't want to buy it with the furniture. Which, if you're going to buy it with gold, you can't buy it with the furniture. Sadly. But you know, you could do something with this. I guess that's okay. No. What is next? Let me see. Hooses. Yeah, this thing. I thought that for sure. I was like, I will fucking throw down 140 bucks and I'll just buy that. That's absolutely. And then I walked through it and I was like, I mean, it's cool, but it's not quite there. Let's try this Cyrodiilic Jungle House. This is the one that I feel like when I first looked up, like, what the hell, housing in ESO? Which one is actually worth your time? This is the one I feel like got recommended the most. Notice I haven't bought it. Let's see why I didn't buy it. Because I've toured them all! Many a time! Because, you're sitting there and you're like, which one? You're like, which one? And you either got gold or you got money in your pocket. And you're like, I'm going to buy one of these houses. If you could resell these houses, decorated even, that would be just like, that would be such an interesting like market mechanic online. If you could sell these digital assets, like just interesting. Okay, so this is it without. This looks very furnished to me. No, it's unfurnished. Okay, for 71,000 gold, or 2,600 crowns. So what's 2,600 crowns? What is 2,600 crown? Hang on, how do I get to? I need the buy crowns. Let me see. They are not on sale right now, so let's take a look. This thing that they do where they obfuscate the cost of things via like layers of false currency, it's kind of an interesting tactic. So you'd have to buy that one, I guess, which in Canuck bucks is 33, so with taxes what, like 42 bucks for this house if you were gonna buy it unfurnished, but it'll probably cover it. Like that pinnacle one would have been this one, so 133, so yeah, like 140. It seems like with the crowns, if you do the math, you get more bang for your buck as you go up until you hit this one and this one. The rate of return appears to be the same, oddly enough. When I did the math, maybe I did the math wrong. If I did it wrong and I'm wrong, tell me, but I don't think you're actually getting a better rate if you just buy more of it for these two. If you are somebody that's going to engage in this, because you have 200 bucks to throw away. I mean, if you do, sick. If you don't worry about it. If you do, but you're like, that's fucking stupid, mad respect. Or if you're like me, where you're like, I don't give a shit, fuck it. I don't take trips to fucking Aruba. I want to stay home and play video games. Then, good shit to know. So this is like a $40 house. In Canuck bucks, which is less than American. There was a point, and I was alive for it, that the Canadian dollar was worth more than American, and we used to cross the border to shop there because the return was so effing good. Boy, how shit changes! Okay, so this is, I see why they say this one is good bang for your buck. And just like the Autumn's Gate and that, was it the Black Vine Villa? You get a yard. You get a hoose. Let's see it furnished. You get a fire pit. I feel like that's important. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, this is super cute. I would live here IRL. I mean, I bought a 4-bedroom house. That's not a flex. I had to move to the boonies to do it. That kind of is your only option, which is not an option if you can't do the kind of work that I do. What kind of work do you do, Dane? Don't worry about it, but there's other work they can do. Not everybody can leave the city. And when people are just like, get the fuck out of the city, duh. Like, they don't understand how that works. I got lucky that things lined up. I was able to leave. I fucking got the hell out. Anyway, enough about Dane's life. But my 4-bedroom house is kind of too big. Like, I mean, I like it. Could hold a family. I don't have a family. I play video games. I spend $200 on digital houses. I don't have kids, obviously. But I kind of wonder, like, should I downsize? It's like, not right now, like later. So like something like this? Now, one thing they don't have in this game, like many games, is there's no bathroom. But I could live in like basically a studio apartment that is an attached house. I could absolutely get the fuck down. A cabin, if you will. I could get down with that. A cottage, in the strictest sense. You gotta hate those people that have cottages, but they're just fucking houses, man. Some of them are fucking mansions. Kiss my ass. But look at this fucking fireplace. I love fireplaces. That was the thing that I wanted when I was shopping for my house. That I was like, I gotta have a fireplace. I gotta have a fireplace. Especially because of where I moved to, which is just fucking the cold. We were minus 42, I think, the other day. Canadian Celsius. That, not freedom. The real measurement. And I did not end up getting a fireplace. Sometimes you can't get everything you want. This is cute. This game is selling me on, like, I need to get room dividers. especially for my house. There's so many like open spaces I could use these in, but you know what? I think they just piss me off. They look great in a game until you're first person. Then they're annoying. Like it's just you that lives here. Why do you need this? Just chill. Also, just put your bed like in front of. See, we're gonna have to do a video where I actually decorate the houses, and we can bitch and moan about my bad placement. For sure. I love that they hung the pan there. That's such a good idea. I can make that pan. Like, imagine if instead of the life you're living right now, that, you know, I'm not gonna say it sucks, but like, it's probably not what you want. But you're living a life where you live in this house. Go to sleep at night. Don't give a shit that it's a fucking twin bed because who cares? You build the fire, keep it going, fry up some eggies on here or whatever, some meat that you killed, and your whole thing is just to deal with this, just to keep this whole operation going. And not with bills, not with money, with work. And maybe you have a partner with you, a man or a woman or a non-binary pal friend. You know, who gives a shit? Just another human being that you're connected with. And maybe you can actually live on top of each other like this and not want to kill each other. Maybe you pump out through your kids so you go, oh, you know what? Need a shed out back to hide the kids in. Or maybe you just start using the privacy screen. That's something to that, man. Miss it. Oh, wait, we didn't look at what furnish. I feel like the furnishings for the yards that they give you are not really. It's just plants. Which I guess is cool, but... Wait, did I miss all of this? No. Oh. I like that you can see out. That's really good. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. This one I think is... This one might even be... Of all the ones so far, I'm like, oh, these are good bang for your buck. This one might be a top contender. Like, look how big the yard actually is. That's actually pretty cool. You can pick these stones up and move them around. You can have like a little like crafting area or a sword fighting area. Put your kids out here. That's something they need to do in these open world games is I can get where they don't do it. But if you had non-combat pets that were just kids and you're like, this is my kid with Bobby or whatever, like I can see where they don't do that because you know somebody's gonna do something awful. But or like if you could like commence breed program execute with another player and they cobble together a little non-combat pet that looks like a combination of your two models. Like, okay, this is why I don't work in the gaming industry, because nobody would hire me for the shit ideas I have. But I feel like if you know role players, it'd be all about that shit. Bobby and I, because some of them get together in real life and they make RP babies. I've been around that. And I myself have not engaged that hard into it, but I have wandered into Ventrilo chats that were in character, which is something I can't do. I cannot LARP for real. I can write it, I cannot LARP for real. And they were getting busy, baby! Like, oh. You back out right away. Hammer Death Bungalow. Wait, hang on. One thing I didn't look at is, where is this? This is in an area I appear not to have really ever been in. Doomchar. It's on a coast. Is it over? No, it's not in the rift. See, sometimes the map like kicks me out of wherever I am and I'm not sure where I am. The map also does have a little bug in it. And if it happens while we're playing, I of course will bitch about it. Where it, yeah, it slides up. This is not the worst it's been, but it'll do this and it makes it hard. I don't know where this is. Looks kind of cool. Look at all the things you should buy. Like, they make sure you see it every time. Every time. ESO Plus. Very cool. Wow, special. Oh, Dane, you fell for it. You bought the starter pack and you bought the Steadfast and you bought the... Because I didn't know any better. And actually, fuck you, that cat is cute. That horse little thing kind of worked out for me. And this thing right here is actually legit. This Any Race, Any Alliance bundle. That makes PvP a lot easier. For me. I don't even know what I got out of this. That I probably could have done with that. Crown crates. I had some ones that came with the game. Like that marking that's on my character's face came out of one of those. But like, the return is just too shit. Like, just do the math on it. And just like, really? for not even like a sure thing. But like, I don't have a bone in my body that finds any joy in any kind of gambling. I will for sure pay for convenience. That's my Achilles heel. I'm 100%, yeah, I could torrent that, but fuck you, I'm busy. Yeah, I could grind for that, but fuck you, I'm busy. I'm 100% one of those people. Not a gambler, though. Thank God, or I wouldn't be able to play video games, right? I'd be fucking destitute. Anyway, we were talking about houses. Because I think they're the fucking bomb sauce. Oh, Humble Mud is next. And I own Humble Mud. Humble Mud was the first one that I bought with gold. I think it was 40 grand. I really like it. I think it's cute. It's with the... Is it with the Argonians? Is that what it is? It's an Argonian house? Oh, friends are sending me baby pictures. See, that's what I like is I didn't have kids, but all the people in my life who went and had kids, they like very kindly send me pictures. Like they don't just link it on Facebook. Like they're like, look. So that like when I send their kids toys, they'll send me pictures of their kids with the toys, and I feel like I'm helping. I like buying toys for kids. I think that's a lot of fun. That's if you have the money to do that, you should do that, and you should do it. Well, I mean, who am I to tell you what you should do with your money, but I will say that I get a lot of joy out of doing it. Also, like, for Christmas, when you're budgeting, and I would never ask or expect anyone to do this, but I do it, but again, also, I don't have a family, and I blow money on houses in a video game, is set aside some money to just buy for the donation bin, like Salvation Army, or whatever the fuck you're comfortable with. That can be a lot of fun. Dane, is anything truly altruistic? No, I'm with Adler. I don't really think anything is, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. See, look, this cat came out of a starter pack. Look how effing cute he is. Look at him. He's just chilling. Aww. I seem to have placed him badly, though. Now, because this is my house, I can move him. See, he's good. I don't know what this looks like with their furnishings, because you're stuck with what I did to it, because it won't let me see it. These are all the furnitures that I put in here. I don't know what this thing is or why I have it, but he lives here now. We live in this humble mud. I like these candles. Argonian. I like these windows. They kick ass. This is my setup, I guess. Big ass pumpkin. The fish are everywhere. I think it's because you get them while you're fishing as objects. I don't know where this little jackal thing is either, but he came here. I tried to build like something that made sense out of this fire pit and this thing, but it's kind of not working because they're kind of two different mediums. But I have a bunch of these like Kudget fireplaces, so I'm doing my best, guys. It's hard. It's expensive. It's not like The Sims where you can just, mother load that shit. Alright, let's buy it. Humble Mud has a yard. Humble Mud is also right next to my favorite place to go farming. I have decorated Humble Mud because I think Humble Mud is fucking cute. I think it's great. I got my Argonian junk. I got these Murkmire lanterns in a stack on some guild trader that was super easy. I love these druidic gourd things. I kind of want to do that IRL. But like not with real gourds. I don't know what these things are about, but they're full of meat and I'm a big fan of meat. I need to put a fire in this thing. My kiln. Look how cool my house is. Like I would live here. I love mushy rooms. And I've decided that I worship this tree thing. I'm summoning something. Not sure what. Under my skin canopy. This is my beautiful house. I don't remember what it looked like before I fucked around with it. Alright. Oh, but I can show you where this one lets out too. I like these. I think there's 3 of these like mud thingies. We'll have to take a gander. Balfoyan. This is like next to the Telvanni Peninsula, which is my favorite place to farm for mats right now. So that was why I was like, I have to get Humble Mud. That was my first big purchase. I saved up that 40 or 45 or whatever it was grand, and I was like, ba-bam. I was so happy with myself, let me tell you what. Because it's a good place. Yeah, look at these fucking cool people living in these mud huts. With their weird... See, it's even got dark elf stuff mixed in with it. But these people are cool. Yeah, and it lets out... So if I go this way, I'll be in the Telvanni Peninsula. If I go this way, I'll end up over at that Ebonheart crap. So, like, I spend a lot of time in this part of the map, I guess. But I like that. Like, who thought this up? This is so effing cool. Like, I love it. I love it so much. And I love that they live in these weird little mud huts. Like, look at this big effing mud hut. Like, this is the fucking... I think you can buy this, too. Like, not this specific one, but one of them. This would be a great guild hall for, like, an RP group. Like, you could stick... This is very, like, orcs. World of Warcraft orcs, but it definitely would work for... What is that? That's a chimney! I understand now. I don't know. I think this kicks ass. I think this is cool. Alright, what's next on the list? It's not going to be one that I own, so we're good. I will own them all! Don't worry. Kragenholm. Let's take a look. Kragenholm!